Hey everyone, I'm Steve and today I've got an exciting video for you because we're going to be diving into how you can create your own custom Makita XGT kit. Whether you're a tradesperson or a dedicated professional, with XGT you don't need to compromise. Let me show you how you can create your bespoke kit to help you tackle any project. So, one of the standout features of our XGT range is how versatile it is. It gives you the ability to customize your kit to suit your specific needs. To get started, you'll need to plan out the machines you're going to need. Our extensive range of body-only XGT machines ensure you've got all your jobs covered. Once you've got your machines nailed down, you can start looking at how you're going to power your system. This is where our range of power source kits, or PSKs for short, come in. Your PSK is the heart of your custom kit, powering all of your machines and keeping you on the go. So now we need to decide on what type of batteries we're going to use with our machines and what type of kit we're going to need to purchase. So the 2.5 amp hour 40 volt battery is nice, small, lightweight, which is ideal for your handheld tools. Things like your jigsaw and your combis are multi-tool, ideal with a 2.5 amp hour battery on. Then if you need a little bit more runtime off of them batteries, but you still don't want to add too much weight, we do have the 40 volt 4 amp hour battery as well, which is only slightly bigger and has a little bit more weight than the 2.5. So again, ideal for handheld machines, which you need a little bit more runtime. Then for more demanding tools, things that are going to use a lot of power, and we might need them to last a lot longer in their runtime, we can then step up to our 40 volt 5 amp hour battery. And then to go alongside that, we then have our largest battery in the range, which is the 40 volt 8 amp hour, which will give you a lot more watt hours than the previous batteries we've looked at, but more ideal for stationary machines. So things like miter saws, a plunge saw, a lawnmower, a chainsaw. This is where this battery ideally fits in. So depending on the type of configuration of batteries you've picked, you'll either receive it in a Type 1 or a Type 3 mat pack case. What you're going to get from these are longer run times, faster charging, and they're built tough to suit any application. These batteries have got some great tech to keep them healthy and working efficiently for a much longer life cycle. So using that info as a base, here's how I would get kitted up. So now we're deciding on the batteries and the tools that we're going to be using for our applications. I've just bought my first combi drill and jigsaw, so for that I need to look at the power source kits available. Now ideally for me, I would go for the 2.5 amp hour 40 volt battery. Now you can buy that again as the twin or as the 4 battery kit. For the machines I've got, as I've got 2, I could get away with just buying the 2 battery kit and a single port charger. But if I know I am going to be using these for long periods of time throughout the day, then the obvious choice would then be to go up to the 4 battery kit so that I can have one on the machine and one on the charger. Now the 2.5 amp hour battery will run across all the 40 volt machines, so it doesn't matter which machine you're buying, you can use the smaller battery. The downside to that though will be the runtime on the machine. I then add a router to the range. That's going to be a little bit more drain on the batteries than the 2.5, so I might be looking now at upping my kit to the 4 amp hour kit, which only gives me a little bit more weight and a little bit size over the 2.5s. Or I could go to the next size up, which is the 5 amp hour, which again will give me a lot more runtime, but it just adds a little bit of weight to the machine itself. So if you are using this all day to do door hinges, the 5 amp hour would probably be a little bit overkill, whereas you could use the 2.5 just to do the door hinges, and that will make it nice and light and easy for you to move around, do the job that you need to do without causing you too much fatigue. Then when we come up to things like the plunge saw, we obviously use that on a flat surface. So most of the weight of that machine is being taken by the surface you're putting it on. So again, with that in mind, we can then buy the 5 amp hour battery, or we could even go up to the 8 amp hour battery. Again, it just depends on what sort of cuts you're doing and what sort of material you're doing them cuts in. Then once I move up to my miter saw, for my miter saw, all the weight of that is definitely be taken by a stand or a table. So with that, we can use the 8 amp hour battery, which will give us pretty much all day use with a lot of cuts coming out of that machine running off the 8 amp hour 40 volt battery. Again though, we can put a 2.5 amp hour battery on there, but it will just lessen the amount of cuts that we can use. So once we've got our machines, really, you guys then need to decide on how much power it's going to be using, how long you're going to want to use it, which then means you can pick your 2 or your 4 battery version of the kit in the 2.5, the 4, the 5 and the 8. Then we can then pick our charger as well as a single port or a twin port charger, and that is available in a 110 or a 240 volt as well on the charger. Choosing your custom kit will give you the flexibility to suit your needs and ensure you are always prepared for the job. So now we've shown you how Kitted Up works, it's over to you to design your own kit. You can visit our website or your local dealer to find the tools to build your kit today. Power your way with Makita XGT.